Hi there, this is Tony, and we're back on the bench. And this evening, I wanted to do a quick special video on something that comes up from time to time, and something that I occasionally will get a question on, and it's about how to service ball bearings on your fishing reels, okay? And in this particular video, I'm only going to demonstrate how to service this particular bearing here. There's different kinds of bearings. Some of them are open bearings that can be cleaned and lubricated. There's other kinds that are exposed bearings, and but they have like a rubber seal kind of locked in and stamped, on them. So, you can see the bearings, but you can't actually, uncover them, so to speak. And then there's others that are just permanently sealed and you can't do anything about it, and you just have to clean it up the best you can, and that's it. This particular bearing is not one of any of those. And so this is a bearing that is serviceable. And if you look real closely here, there's this metal ring that goes around the perimeter here. It's very, very thin, fine ring right there, but you can see where it ends here, and there's this little gap in between, okay? Now this comes off of a Penn 345 GTI that I happen to be in the middle of working on right now, and I ran across a couple of these bearings in this reel, and I wanted to take this opportunity to show you how you can actually service these bearings. Now, some people say, well, can't you just blast some WD-40 on it and it'll seep down in there? Yes, it will actually, but it may not necessarily break apart everything that's in there. You may not be able to really flood the chamber. And so what you need to do is, if you have a couple of small screwdrivers, and I'm talking really, really small screwdrivers, these slot heads here, that's basically all that you need. And I'm going to try to do the best I can with this on camera, but you basically need to hold down on one side of that ring with one screwdriver, and then take the other, and then just kind of push that ring around while holding the other side. Now this just kind of slipped on me here, so I'm going to try it again. Okay, and it snaps right out, and that's all you need to do. Okay, it's not that hard actually when you know what to look for. Now at this point, what you need to do is you need to get this cover off, basically, and that's kind of a tricky thing to do with some of these. You need like really, really tiny little blades to get in there. Maybe a razor blade knife, perhaps. You can try turning it upside down. I've already had this one apart, so I know what's under here, but you want to be careful doing that because if the bearings are loose, then they can just fall out all over the place. If they have retainers on top of them, then they're not going to go anywhere. And this is actually the retainer type. But I do want to try to just kind of pluck it out, with one of these little tools here, so that it's just a good demonstration, basically. But you need really, really, really fine screwdrivers here. I'm trying to remember which one of these that I actually used. I'm not sure if I actually used any of them. I might have tried using a razor blade knife. I've been working on this reel for a while now. Okay, so I'm actually using a razor blade here, and it seems to be doing the trick for us here, I think. You just need to kind of pry that open so you can get that cover off like that. Okay, so at this point you can take that off, and you can see the inside of your bearings. Okay, now again, these are not going to go anywhere. Okay, but yours, they might be loose in there, so you want to make note of that. You don't want to go losing your ball bearings. But this way, you can actually truly service these bearings and really clean them up really well. So in this kind of situation, you want to just do the basics, right? You want to hit this, with some WD-40 or some other penetrating lube of some kind. and just get these cleaned up the best that you can. Take a toothbrush, to that, and just clean them up the best that you can. Get all that old grease and oil and sand and anything else that might be locked up in there, and you will find that this will improve these old bearings a great deal. Now, if it's rusted and fused and it's not moving and stuff like that, well, it probably should be replaced. You can go to the extents to soaking it with some PB Blaster if you want, or like a heavier penetrating lubricant, and try to free all that rust up. You can certainly do that. But if you're looking for performance and precision, when you find those rusted parts and stuff, it's usually best to try to just replace them if you can. However, if you can't get replacement bearings and things like that, which is a thing, then you just kind of have to make do with what you got. Okay, so we're just going to hit this once again, just with a little bit more WD-40. I'm running out of quarters with this aerosol can as usual, so I'm gonna hunt down some of my CRC Power Lube. I like using this stuff a lot. It's really good. It's not too expensive depending on where you get it, but it's kind of the CRC equivalent to WD-40, and it actually smells not too bad. Okay, but you just want to work that in the bearing, and I can actually feel like a little bit of sand grit in here. So again, this video is specific for this particular application, servicing these bearings. There's a lot of different bearing designs out there, and again, some of them are completely sealed and you cannot open them up like I did this one. Okay, but if you see this tiny thin ring in there, then you can get access. Okay, now at this point, one might ask, what do you do from here? You've already blasted it with a bunch of lubricant. Are you done? You can be, if you wish. When I'm servicing reels, I'll go to the extra extent to flood that chamber, that bearing chamber, with some good reel oil. I like to use Reel X. There's also Penn Precision oil. Either one is fine, as long as it's oil that's meant for fishing reels. Just try to stick with that. I'm going to use the Penn Precision oil just because this is a Penn model. Okay, but I'm just going to flood that chamber with oil, and you're good to go. So I'm just going to clean this off here, and then I'll show you how easy it is just to put these pieces back together. But yeah, a lot of people think, bearings are non-serviceable sometimes, which is not the case, actually. There are some that are not, and if this was the type where you didn't have this ring and you couldn't get it open, then yeah, clean it up the best you can, hose it down with some penetrating fluid, clean it up however you can, and call it a day. Okay, and if it feels smooth, then keep using it. If it's not turning well, if it feels like it's grinding a lot and stuff and it's noisy, well, then you need to try to replace it. Okay, so we're down to putting our snap ring back in. Just make sure it doesn't go flying away on you, but I find that it doesn't take much, and you can put it back in with your fingers usually, and it sinks back in just fine like that. Okay, I'll zoom in on this here just so you can see that again. Okay, but that's how you can service a bearing such as this one and make it as good as new. So thanks again for watching. This is Tony with Back on the Bench. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.